Are you preparing to sell your house for sale by owner? Look no further for the ultimate guide to help you prepare to sell your house and what to expect when your house is on the market. From listing to closing, we've got you covered with all the main checkpoints you should be prepared to experience when selling your house and some juicy tips to make it easier. Here's how to prepare to sell your house. Before we dive in, it's important to mention that you don't just have to prepare your house for the market, you have to prepare yourself too. This is a big decision and will require some time and effort on your part, so be prepared to see it through. But don't worry, we are here to help walk you through it every step of the way. Step 1, game plan. If you're wondering what to do first when selling your house, then start by determining the best price, taking listing photos, and writing your property description. Anything can sell for the right price, so be sure to set a price that is reasonable. To find out what your home is worth, take a look at what similar homes have recently sold for in your area. Limit your search to include properties that are as close to yours as possible in terms of square footage, number of bedrooms, and number of bathrooms, as these are the most important factors that affect the selling price of a home. Next, it's time to gather everything you will need to list your property, including listing photos and a description. Before you start your photo shoot, have your house tidy and looking its best. The less distractions there are in the photo, the more potential buyers can imagine themselves living in the space. As you write your property description, take the time to highlight how a buyer can enjoy the home. The more interesting your description is, the more memorable it will be to the buyers who read it. Step 2, advertise. Now that you have everything you need for your listing, it's time to get the word out there and start reaching potential buyers. The first decision you will need to make is whether or not you are willing to pay a commission to a real estate agent if they bring a buyer. If you are open to working with buyer's agents, then we encourage you to offer a commission of 2% or less. If you prefer not to pay a real estate agent commission and keep that equity in your pocket, be sure to make that clear in your property description. Once you're ready to officially put your house on the market, it's time to put up a sign. Be sure to put up at least one sign on your property and at the nearest busy intersections to direct traffic to your house. To really boost your reach, post your listing on Zillow and all of your social media platforms to be sure you reach the largest audience possible. Don't be afraid to join and post in relevant social media groups to target your ideal buyers. Step 3, work a deal. As you start to get interest in your property, we strongly recommend screening your buyers to be sure they are qualified. Rather than wasting your time, it's always a good idea to require proof that they can afford your home in the form of a pre-qualification letter or a letter from their bank stating they have the funds available to purchase your property. Once you have a serious and qualified buyer on your hands, the next step is to schedule a time for them to tour your home. Always be sure that either you or a trusted friend or neighbor is present during the showing to act on your behalf. If all goes well, be prepared to work a deal. If the buyers like what they see, they may make an offer on the spot. Have your bottom line set beforehand and be prepared to negotiate if they offer less than you would like. Remember, you are the one in control of when your house sells and for how much. You can always choose to be patient and wait it out until the right buyer comes along. Step 4, celebrate. When you have a deal, it's time to get it in writing ASAP. It's in your best interest to have a paperwork professional chosen beforehand so you can minimize the time gap between an offer and a signed sales agreement. The professional you work with may vary depending on which state you live in. However, you will likely be able to work with either a title company or an attorney. Once you sign your sales agreement, it's up to the paperwork professional to officially schedule and prepare for the closing. Keep in touch with them regularly to be sure things are moving along and that they have all of the necessary information they need. Depending on whether your buyer plans to finance their purchase or pay in cash, you may be contacted by an appraiser or home inspector to schedule a time for them to see the property. If you do have an appraisal, be prepared to share the comparable homes you found to justify your listing price. This will go a long way in proving your credibility and professionalism as the seller. When it comes time for the closing, all you need to do is sign some papers and walk away with your check. Don't forget to celebrate your hard work and victory. After the time and effort you put in, you deserve a nice dinner at your favorite restaurant. For more information about how we can help homeowners like you to sell your house and save your equity, we invite you to check out our main site at yourhouseyourequity.com. But if you're looking for the best tips we have to offer home sellers, we invite you to watch our free webinar, How to Easily Sell Your House and Keep Your Equity, where we discuss the best ways to help you sell your house fast and for the highest price. Happy selling!